Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watch You Want, and thanks for logging on. Today we're looking at the Patek Philippe reference 5130R. You can see this 39.5mm 18-karat rose gold Patek Philippe world timer on our website, watchyouwant.com. Purchase it there, and if you enjoy these videos, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Watch You Want Inc. You can also see our full listing for this watch by clicking the card icon in the upper right-hand corner of this video at any time. Now you can see on my wrist, 6 1/3 inches, 16 centimeters in circumference. This is a modern icon in the Patek Philippe catalog. Not just a bigger, bolder version of the original 2000 to 2006 Patek Philippe 5110, it features different styling cues, a richness, and a wrist stance that is all of its own. Now the watch is 39.5mm across the round of the case, not counting the crown guards or the crown. The watch is also only 10mm thick in spite of its complications, and with a beautifully sloped case flank and domed bezel, this is an easy watch to slide under any kind of tight sleeve or dress cuff. Now from lug to lug, it does have significant span, being approximately 50mm from extremity to extremity. The watch has modern stance in spite of being very flat, very compact, very secure even on a smaller wrist. A big part of the ergonomic equation is the shape of the case. The broad, flowing, integrated Calatrava style lugs actually feature a great deal of camber from end to end, such that they arc around the curvature of the wrist and sort of pre-form to the contours of the human forearm, making this a very secure watch to wear on a wrist that's even smaller than mine. You can wear this watch securely on a wrist as small as 14 centimeters. The bracelet is an extraordinary piece. It's a unique 5-link design that features beautifully formed intermediate links and a silky feeling on the wrist. Now you can see that the links do have a little bit of a directional sweep to them. They almost seem to swell like a wave toward the watch head at center, and each one features a lightness and a silken feel on the skin that's an absolute pleasure. With links this small, this flexible, and this finely finished, you really do feel like you're wearing an ultra-heavy piece of silk or a delicate fabric on the wrist. It has no tendency to pinch skin or pull hair. It's secured by Patek Philippe's famous double deploying clasp, here executed in rose gold. It closes easily on a small wrist and does feature the new ceramic inset bead used on Patek Philippe clasps to avoid play in the mechanism over time. Relative to the rose gold that's being used for closure around it, the ceramic is essentially indelible, ensuring that this watch, inspired by 1950s references from Patek Philippe, will nevertheless remain just as crisp into the 2050s. But it is the watch head that is the centerpiece here. Now certain features of the watch have changed from the 5110, most notably the hands at center as well as the outright proportions. But the critical complication, initially based on Louis Codier's 1930s system and improved with an additional patent, which I'll deploy in just a moment, created by Patek Philippe during the late 1950s, it shows the world's 24 principal time zones, each one represented by a signature reference city. Now, the 24 time zones sit outboard of a counter-rotating, semicircular shading portion of the inner dial. The semicircular shading is actually a chapter ring rotating counterclockwise featuring AM and PM distinction. Now you can see that it's demarcated in 24-hour circuits, so you always know whether the cities you're looking at, all 24 available at a glance, are in the middle of night or day. Now what you can do as you change time zones, you can see the index at 12 features my current reference city. I'm in Miami, so New York is my reference. And as I travel, jumping time zones, you can see that the watch advances both the reference city and the time relative to the reference city, while keeping the time at center coordinated. Now you can move the hands at center and the reference ring in coordinated motion using the crown as well, but for the ease of traveling through time zones and correcting the watch with a simple press of the Patek Philippe patented complication at 11 o'clock, this watch is simply incomparable. It takes the math out of traveling and it takes the work out of enjoying your travel time watch. Now the watch does feature more refinements of a mechanical nature under the display caseback. This is Patek Philippe's premium automatic caliber. It is the 240 micro rotor. 22 karat gold micro rotor means that the watch has the convenience of an automatic winding reference, the thin profile of a manual wind, and it also opens the movement up to appreciation in a way that a center rotor automatic simply cannot. Now, this is a newer movement, so it features both the Patek Philippe seal, which is a standard applying to the movement, the case, the bracelet, and the dial. It also features the Spiromax silicone anti-magnetic hairspring, teamed with a more traditional Patek Philippe refinement, the Gyromax free-sprung balance. The watch beats at 21,600 vibrations per hour, so 3 Hertz. If you listen to this watch, it beats 6 times per second. It features all of the standards of Geneva high horology, featuring gorgeous textured Côte de Genève, linear across the bridges, tight engine-turned perlage across the base plate, underneath the winding rotor and the balance cock. Features beautiful polished screws with chamfered slots and radiused circumference. This is as good as it gets. These are $20 screws for a reason. This watch will hold up under a microscope, not just on the dial side, but every aspect of the mechanism that drives it. 3 ATM water resistance. This is an adventurer's watch, but more for travel, not so much for diving. Splash and rain exposure only. You can see this Patek Philippe red gold travel time complication, the 5130R, on our website, watchyouwant.com.